Do you think that you have a different style when you're addressing a black audience or a white audience? Are you a different person in either of these places?
Well, according to the situation, the environment, if I'm speaking in a, let's say, a predominantly black audience, a church or at a conference, I may use some different methods. I may use some of my preaching style technique. I may call upon some of my past. And if I'm speaking to interracial audience, it may be a different style. But you sort of read the audience, and you also get feedback from the audience. Sometimes the audience take you along.
Yeah.
And I've been carried along from time to time.
I see. Now, if you talk about black leadership, is it possible that we're dividing ourselves just by calling you're a black leader? What is that? What are we saying there? Does that divide you from other leadership figures, or does it just describe you?
Well, I think I'm a participant in a struggle in America. I happen to be black, and I cannot deny that. But I see myself as being part of the American whole, addressing the needs and the problems of all Americans.
So is it fair to say you see yourself transcending race, larger, greater than race?
I see myself part of an effort much larger than any ethnic group.
Do you think that because you are a black person, that you have a special responsibility to black people?
I think I have an obligation, and in so many situations, a special obligation, special responsibility to the black community. That's the community I come from, but also have obligation and responsibility to a much larger community.
How do you tell the difference between when your responsibilities to the people you come from end, if they end, and the responsibility to the larger community takes hold?
Well, in some instances, there's issues and questions that are peculiar to the African American community. In other instances, there are issues that I need to champion and should champion that transcend the African American community, but also is good for the African American community, but good for the larger society.